Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion. This is Sprint Season 3 and Round 1 of a brand new season, starting here at Brands Hatch. And as you can see, we're in the Renault Clio for this season. My name's Gareth. Joining me, as always, is Jules. Jules, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Excellent stuff. And joining us, I am so delighted to welcome into the commentary booth. He is the voice of the Clio SOF. It's Patrick. Patrick, how are you?
Hello, thanks for having me. I'm feeling fine and I'm looking forward to this 2-race set we have today here at Brands Hatch with 40 plus cars. It will be amazing.
Oh, I absolutely cannot wait for this. 42 cars on the grid. We have got 54, I believe it is, 54 or 56 cars signed up so far in the sprint season. Fortunately, we didn't quite have that many on the grid here, but yeah, 42 cars, that's astonishing.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, the track is 3.7 kilometers long. We have 42 drivers, so roughly 90 meters per car. That's not a lot of room.
I'm impressed with the maths there, mate. That's good.
I
Nice.
did this in advance.
Oh, brilliant stuff. So, Jules, perhaps we could bring up the practice times for us so we could take a look how that went.
The Patrick times, yep, sure, I got them.
Did I say Patrick times? Yeah, that's how in awe I am of being with Patrick on comms. So Bruno Gallardo was the fastest driver from Missed Apex with Clement Gourdet, his teammate, in second place. Then we have Stephen Greening, the Turkey himself, in P3. Mike Murphy, Neil Rocks, another Clio SOF familiar driver, Florian Lackner, Thorin Witt. Is it Thorin or Theron? I don't know how to pronounce it with the amazing O with the splash through. That's
I
your
would
job,
try
Patrick.
with Soren. Soren.
That's how I think it would be as well. Yeah, cool. We'll go with that unless he corrects us. Matt Hansel, Linus Crestin, another Clio driver. Then we've got Wardy, obviously, Mark Kelly, Isaac Mitchell, Alex Murphy. Needs no introduction. John Cook, Ollie Ettridge, Gavin Kelly, John Duncan, and Clayton McCullough there. Looking a little further down, Marston Riaski, Tim Sloots, Stuart Gibbons, Patrick Gallick, Gareth Winslade, James Ellis, Thomas Hess, new driver to the LOA. Welcome to him. Jack Davies, Mark Innes, and Daniel Bond.
I mean, look at this, 28 drivers in less than a second.
Yeah.
This will be intense.
Absolutely
so qualifying, 2/10 can make a big difference there.
I can indeed, yeah. So, new season. Go on, Patrick.
No, I wanted to say we have 15 minutes of qualifying, 40 plus cars on track at the same time, battling for the best position, getting free air or trying to draft. So we might see different strategies in the qualifying itself to get the best out of it. Absolutely,
yeah. There's a couple of good straights here, aren't there, where you're going to need a bit of draft and slipstream to help your lap time. But as you say, you also need to think about where you're going to be when you get to the corners and the braking zones, and if you're going to be stuck behind that car.
First times are on the board. Greening provisionally on pole. He came into practice, did one lap, and went almost a second faster than everybody else. And everybody else spent the entire rest of the session trying to beat that time, including Greening.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
He didn't know how he did it.
He saw he conquered.
He conquered himself because he's a turkey.
He's probably never driven the car before.
No, he hadn't. He was like, oh, I like this car. This seems to suit me. And then promptly put it 8/10 on pole. On fastest practice time.
I mean, I think the Clio drives better than the TCRs, in my opinion. I just think that iRacing does such a good job of the modelling.
I would have to agree. Indeed.
Yeah, I'm a bit biased in that question, so what I prefer, but I like both cars. Both TCR and the Clio are fantastic to drive and deserve some iRacing love.
They sure do, yeah. Always grateful to see your efforts in boosting up the Clio, and I think it's working because you're the one who's got us up to what, 5 splits now, is it, in Clio SOF on a regular basis?
Yeah, 4 to 5 splits it is on our main time slot.
Incredible.
60 to 80. I think the record is 97 drivers, which is quite a bit for a so-called dead series.
Yeah, yeah,
It is anything but dead, I want to say it.
absolutely. Imagine having 97 cars on track at the same time.
Oh goodness. This is why we have splits in officials.
Absolutely.
But if
So
you
we
take
got-
a look at the track map, you can already see it. We have trains, we have cars on their own. So interesting to see what will be the best thing. Personally, probably the best thing is being behind the driver, but not too close. Because
Yeah.
if he messes up a little bit, it costs you as well. So a good, let's say, 8/10 behind the driver is probably optimal. If the driver has a similar pace than you, of course.
I was going to say you want someone with a similar pace. Currently the teammates are top Bruno and Clement, as it was in practice.
Indeed.
Yeah, but
look,
1,000 after them is Murphy, so this is not a lot.
Alex force feedback Murphy, yes.
force feedback when?
He now has it. Apparently he always had it. Just very low.
Right, I see. Has he actually replaced the Logitech G27, or is he still
No,
He's
he'll
just turned it
confirm
on.
that in chat, but it's actually working.
Amazing? You see, there is a bit of a gap here. You can see, like, there's a car going into turn 1 at the moment, but a big gap after Druids and T3.
Yeah,
So,
if you wanted to run on your own, you could, but you'd need a track map.
Yes.
The relative doesn't help, unfortunately. You need a track map to see where the gaps are.
Definitely, definitely. But then you have to watch out to not impede other drivers while waiting for a certain someone you want to be behind, so you always have to be mindful with that many cars. I mean, look at the timing sheets. We already have 37 people with the time. Take a look at the track map itself. It is so busy.
Indeed, and you've got gold, silver and bronze all intermingled on track.
Yeah. And so just to quickly go through what we've got for Season 3, because there have been a few changes, not just the car for Season 3. So 2 20-minute races, same as last season, but there's only a reverse top 8 rather than the much feared full reverse grid for race 2 from last season. And the calendar this year, we're starting obviously as you can see at Brandhatt, then we're going to Thruxton, then we've got one of the short courses from Hockenheim, which is sort of based around the stadium section, so that's going to be super fun if we have a big grid. Might have to think about splitting the quali up a little bit there. Then we're going to Orham Park, then we're going to Watkins Glen, the short cup layout. Then we are going to Summit Point and finishing off the season at one of my personal favourites, Long Beach.
Yeah,
Sounds
definitely interesting. But as you say, with the shorter layout in Hockenheim, on the other hand, don't we want a bit of chaos in qualifying? 40 cars potentially there.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, we had a conversation this week about potentially, do we split up the quali and maybe reduce practice and open up the quali to like gold, silver, and bronze. That was kind of the proposal we were looking at, sort of short 10-minute stints for each. But most of the people that gave me some feedback said that no, we like the chaos. We like the full big grid all on track qualifying together. So I think we're just going to stick with it.
Yeah, like I said, it has a strategic element to it in a way.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of chaos is how much you want. Yeah, I'm trying to get everybody on the screen. I realise it may have just been focusing on Mark. I had it set to exciting. Maybe Mark is the most exciting driver in the LOA.
Kelly the wrestler is always exciting.
But look at this, Wardy here. Where is he? He's actually down. He's not set a time yet. This is former
Has
champion.
not yet set the time, no.
Yeah, that's unusual. You expect Wardy to be right up there. Very rapid driver indeed.
Still no
Maybe
time.
he waits for the best thing to be the last moment pole position. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah. The track's getting a few marbles on the outside of Druids, we could see there.
Well, that's not
That
exciting,
was to be
is it?
expected.
Oh, there we go.
looking 1 second 28 drivers, and then let's take Clayton McBullough for example, 676, 2/10 faster, and he's already up in like P14. So 2/10 can make such a big difference.
Absolutely right. Yeah. A few other drivers down the back struggling a bit more with qualifying. Shep putting in a 140. I think times where some of these drivers were going quicker in practice, so obviously it's maybe the pressure of qualifying is starting to tell on some of our drivers a bit further back. Got Harty on down there in 39th place. Another new driver to the LOA. Welcome aboard to you, Harty.
And another factor is it's a new car, so not everyone has a lot of experience in it. Some have to still learn the car and its quirks. This can also be a factor, especially early on in the season. You always have to keep that in mind.
And as it says on the back of your car, Patrick, shift up at 5,550 and thank me later.
Yeah, there's a reason why I put it on the back of the car. I can remember earlier this season I had a 4K driver who was new to the Clio. Started behind me, read it, said on the voice chat, "Really? This works?" And after the race, this worked. Thank you. So I was like, I take it to give advice to a 4K driver. I take it.
Absolutely. In fact, there is your car.
Indeed.
Oh, Chris Frost. Let's find him.
I'm just amazed by how close the entire field is. I mean, P40 is only 2.3 seconds behind.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a bit of a change and an improvement in times there. Steve was looking a little further off the pace, but good to see he has now improved to be plus 2.3. That's good.
Coming to the end, quite a few drivers now electing to go to the pits, feeling they've done all they can.
I mean, there's probably also talk of, do we try with a fresh set of tire? Yes, no? Do we drive the entire 15 minutes?
I think they're probably running out. Yeah, they're not going to be able to really get out. We'll struggle to get another lap in, won't they, now?
Yeah, if you change tires, you would have done it a few minutes sooner.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a viable strategy. We always notice in the Clio that after 2 or 3 laps on certain tracks, you notice a slight change in pace. Mostly because of tire temperature.
Yeah, absolutely. I think second or third lap for me is like the optimal sweet spot. See Kelly there and Mitchell going very close together. 2 stablemates. It's Thomas Bruin. Nice to see him back for his second season of the LOA.
I did wonder why they'd made a Paddock GG livery for the Clio, as Mirren's not really a fan of the Clio. And then I was reminded that I raced that livery in the Melons.
You did indeed, as did I, yeah. Oh, we got the Christines are in chat. Nice to see you guys, Stefan and Linus. Yeah, and we got Misha Laumann. Obviously, he's one of their teammates, as is Florian. Misha down in 25th place.
The team in general has grown so much over the last few weeks even. So really nice to see teams forming and teams getting bigger and bigger. And they are definitely a household name in the Clio SOF with all the drivers. Yeah,
definitely. Clay's asking, what is the highest attendance we've had in the LOA? And I think the answer is it was one of the endurance rounds. I can't remember how many drivers it was.
This is up there.
It's definitely up there, but I seem to recall we had certainly a prime round. We had over 40 drivers, didn't we? In Interlagos one year, and we had, was that in the IndyCar? Maybe I think that was the first IndyCar race. Potentially, we had 40 plus, and then we've had 46 in a sprint season last year. Last season we had 46. Sprint season 1 maybe. Qualifying now over, But yeah, I'm sure we've had like 50 plus in endurance. Right, quick look at the grid then. Bruno Gallardo on pole, Clement Gourdet in second place, Alex Murphy in third, and John Cook in fourth. Stephen Greening in fifth place, Matt Hansel, Florian Lackner, Linus Christine, Neil Rocks, Mike Murphy, Patrick Gallick, Gavin Kelly. Patrick, why don't you take us through the next page?
Isaac Mitchell, Mark Kelly, Soren Witt, and Clayton McBullough, but we are not done with the top 20. Marcin Rejewski, David Ward, Stefan Krisin, Stuart Gibbons. Now we're done with the top 20. Mark Innes, James Ellis, John Duncan, and Timon Slutz in P24. And then we continue. Michael Lauermann, Ollie Ettridge, Daniel Bond, Martin Parker, James Pepper, and Jack Davis to round up the top 30. Matt Pierce, Peter McIntyre, Chris Forrester, so many names. Thomas Hesse, Neil Todd, Gareth Winslade, P36. But we are still not done yet. Henry Shepard, David Williams, Thomas Bruin, David Ballas, Steve Pepper, and Harty Son, and I am out of breath.
Yes,
So
Matt Green.
many names. So many names. It's amazing. I love it.
Chef in chat saying, can't believe me and G-Balls are only 0.007 apart. Yeah, that's because we are super spies. Right, on pole then, there is Bruno Gallardo. See what he can do from pole position. It's going to be an incredible sight, seeing 42 Clios going through Paddock Hill and charging up to Druids for the first time.
I mean, take a look at the minimap where the last Clios are standing in the corner, basically. It's
Oh, it's mad, isn't it?
I love to see it. I just love to see it.
Engines are rising then. We're getting ready to go racing for the start of Sprint Season 3. There we go. Flagman waving his flag. Gallardo moving across immediately on Gourdet.
Turn one for the first time. Step one, survival with all those cars. So far,
wide action further back, aren't we?
Good. Two cars starting from the pits, if I see that correctly. But so far, so good. Clean start. We like to see that.
Yeah, that's incredible, actually. Everyone getting through Druids is no mean feat.
Definitely. It's a difficult corner at the start of a race to begin with, and with car in the back into the wall. That hurt.
Stuart Gibbons.
And that's more. This is one of the
he's
cuisines. Not the start he wanted. It went good for the first 5 turns, and then we had that massive incident.
Yeah, it's such a shame because that's one of the few SRL drivers in the league with Neil Rocks going round. Oh, keeps it out of the wall.
But losing so many positions.
Yeah, and we saw McBullough going sideways as well.
Tries to rejoin as safely as possible with that many cars. This is Marcin Rejewski, if I see that correctly, in the gravel. Yes, it was Rejewski, dropping down to P30, losing 13, 14 positions. This is crazy.
I think he had
not the start you want.
Yeah, I think there was a little contact there with McBullough in the left-hander. Such a shame.
McBullough didn't look like he really had much where to go, as there was a car rejoining kind of on the apex of the corner.
Yeah, he was trying to avoid Neil there, wasn't he? So, yeah, there's a glimpse of the old school risky racing livery. Nice to see it coming back. That's now obviously Stephen Greening rocking that, currently in P4.
Oh, there's Champion Wardy attacking McBullough there. So he did actually set a time in qualifying.
He did, eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah, I think it was P10 or something like that, P12.
Well, he's up a place apparently.
Oh no, so it was only 18. Wow,
only 18th place. Crikey.
I mean, the field was so tight, so only is a bit of a harsh word. 2 tenths fast, it would be in the top 10.
He's washed. Yeah. He's clearly washed.
Look at this battle here with McBullough at the front of it. You've got Timon Slutz just to the back of this huge group of cars.
Yeah, this is another thing. If you're in the middle of this pack and you get attacked from behind, and you lose one position, the chance to lose more positions as a result of a bit of slowing down, not the right momentum, not the right line, as a result of being overtaken, you can be eaten up so easily and losing 2, 3, 4 positions in quick succession.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Great run by Christine there out of the Grand Prix loop. They had nowhere to go as they came into the final corner.
Well, that was an example of Wardy ahead of him getting no momentum out of the corner, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And momentum is key in the Renault Clio. Momentum is everything in this car.
Yeah, it really is. And it's a really interesting car on this track as well, isn't it? Because when you watch the super fast drivers, such as Dylan DaCosta and co from the Clio SWF, you see how they don't change gear as much as you think, and they don't use
trying to kill
second.
him, mate. What are you doing?
Oh,
Someone doesn't sound happy.
no, that's Matt Pierce from the Cool Camels. He sounds like he's doing battle with Chris Forrester. There they are, 26. Oh, like a Winslade in between them. Here is Matt Pierce. Yeah, got Winslade and Forrester. Winslade to the outside then as they head down to the Grand Prix loop.
But yeah, as you said, you drive the car in higher gears than you expect through certain corners.
Yeah,
Especially
absolutely.
top drivers. And when you try to emulate this, and you think it feels so slow, but due to their momentum keeping, big slide there in the back.
That's Mark Innes. Yeah. Oh, what a shame.
And that is one damaged Clio. And now he has to wait for all those cars to pass.
I believe he's gone back to the pit lane.
Yeah, understandable.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And we see so many positional changes.
But yeah, you can drive almost the entire Grand Prix loop in fifth gear in this, which is just nuts. Oh, someone's
Another
gone round.
contact.
Ollie Ettridge into the wall at T1. Presumably contact with T1 Sloots. As you see, he's gone red as well. There he is. Oh, what a great profile.
I mean, this was to be expected. It was to be expected.
My bad.
He
Yeah.
apologizes. Jack Davis also without his front bumper, so... But yeah, 42 cars, 3.7 kilometers, do the math. There's not a lot of room.
Oh, here's this battle again. 23, 24, 25 places. Forrester, Pierce and Winslade. Oh, Winslade easing across Pierce's nose there. Going to try and go round the outside of Forrester here. It's a very, very fast corner.
Side by side. Oh, you love to see it, but you have to trust the other driver.
Yeah. I imagine it's Chris who doesn't trust Winslade as much because he's tripped over him quite a few times in the recent seasons, but that was all good. Winslade up to 23rd place then. And we've got Daniel Bond's big package just up the road. We saw it
I
disappear.
love that livery. I love the team name. I love the livery. It's just so creative. Love
Absolutely.
it. Our
Checking in
race
the
leaders,
leaders.
1, 2, 3. Then a bit of a gap of us. But yeah, the pace is really good. Looking at the lap times, this is good pace from the top.
Yeah, for sure. Did you clock there? Alex Murphy took the fastest lap, but immediately deposed by Isaac Mitchell, who's down in 8th place. He's behind Florian Lackner. And yeah, there he is there in the back of that shot in the green llama, taking a full advantage of that slipstream. Wow, Giotto. That can't be him. No, that's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not sure who that red car was, but
Teammate versus teammate action, maybe. You don't want a team controversy on race 1 of the season. So it will be interesting to see how much will they risk. Will they risk too much on Alex Murphy? Will be the lucky third?
Expect big things from Bruno. He's got David Lyons' old number, seeing as David Lyons not racing this.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, Dave's coming to Wardy's big meetup actually in May. So it's going to be fun to see him again and for people to meet him for the first time, I think.
Yeah, but no, yeah, Bruno, that number's got 3 LOA titles to its name, I believe.
Yeah,
So big shoes to fill. Oh, I feel
absolutely.
he has a chance to fill them.
Yeah, he's certainly setting the way here.
It was also great in the Prime Series in Silverstone. It was such a fun race to watch as well.
Yeah, that was probably one of the most fun Prime rounds I've had in a hell of a long time, and I cannot wait for round 2.
Yeah,
Understandable.
no pressure endurance.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in Discord.
Isaac
Yeah, no
Mitchell goes a
pressure.
bit wide into the grass, not too much of a time loss. But you have to watch out for the incident limit.
That's true.
Especially
it's only 12.
early on in so easy to get early on the race a 4x from a contact, then add a few off tracks and suddenly you start to think about the incident limit and maybe you'll be a bit more cautious, lose time as a result, and losing time in such a tight field means positional losing. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that was my fault, my
Absolutely right.
bad, that I was alongside.
Oh, sounds like Shep's had a bit of a controversy there.
If it comes down to contact responsibility though. Sorry,
Yes,
team
we have
Thomas
to-
Bruin with
Doesn't
Steve
help
Pepper
me,
and
does
Marcin Rejewski. Marcin Rejewski, one of
you're
those
good.
drivers who improved
proud of
and
him, don't get
improved
me
and
wrong.
improved over time as he was in the Clio. And now definitely one a really fast driver. Unlucky for him to be only in P29. But the
Yeah.
potential to be much further up is definitely there. Watch out for him as the season goes on.
Definitely, and it's the same with Bruno as well, actually, isn't it? He's one of the ones who came up through the field with the hard graft and the split.
Oh, yes, he did. Him and Marcin were 2 prime examples for this. Starting in split 3 and 4, I think both in split 4 in the Clio SOF, working the way up, and now Bruno Gaiotto is leading here at the limit of adhesion.
Yeah, it's so good to see.
At the top 3, they are getting away. 2 seconds to P4, then a big gap to P5. So P4 a bit on his own at the moment. But one unsuccessful overtaking attempt, maybe now from Clement. And P4 is right up there again.
Yeah, indeed. In fact, we're looking at the mini map, and you can see that you've got David Bellis there in P36, up 4 positions, and he's 33 seconds back from the lead. But when you look at that train, that's decently still hanging on there. That's just natural field spread.
Yes, absolutely. And this is where the Clio shines. Close pack racing is so fun in that car.
Yeah, phenomenal stuff. Yeah. So we
And
passed the
can
halfway
expect
mark.
quite a lot from it.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a quick scan down. One of my favourite things is to look at the greens and the reds on the tower, see who's gone up and who's gone down.
Yeah, understandable.
Big movers. Look at that. Up 14 places. Steve Pepper currently in 27th place. That's a phenomenal effort. Winslay's up 13. We've got Forrester up 8. Thomas Hess up 8. Thomas Bruin up 10. Good performance for him. Hartstone up 7 as well. Very
We
nice.
should check the splits as well. So currently we've got Kelly Garlic in the silver podium. And what we got down in bronze is Pepper, Winslade, and then Pierce.
Yeah, but look at that bronze pack from 22 to 26, so interesting.
Yeah, only separated by Rievsky after his incident with McMuller.
But yeah, the
look at
3
Pierce.
divisions
Yeah,
will
I'm
be
gonna take Nate
interesting
down
to
for
watch
the-
as the season goes on.
Well, Matt Pierce saying he's not going to overtake Winslade currently, but as we all know, Winslade doesn't race with comms, so they can't hear him.
Yeah, it's because he doesn't have comms on.
Thanks, Forrester.
No, Chris knows. He's just a bit quicker than me.
There you go.
I mean,
have to
driving
see.
with comms has its pro and cons. One of the pros is you have your silence, you can focus. but sometimes you miss out on a lot of stuff. As someone who has driven quite a bit of PCC and PEC, it can get spicy in there.
Yeah, for sure. I think it can be fun, and you know, certainly if I do like, oh, bit of contact there between Mike Murphy and McBullet, and Gallic having to take to the pit lane entrance. Oh,
Little contact. Yeah, but there was a little contact between those, and then suddenly, what are you doing? Go
Yeah.
for it. You have to go for it. What are you going to do? Go on the brakes? No. Especially look at the cars behind that group. Oh no. This is from P11 to 21? Something
Yeah.
like that. You
Yeah,
can't
you're
go
right.
on the brake. You can't.
No. And look at the drivers that are just behind them. David Ward, reigning champion. Linus Christine. Ellis,
Quick
Duncan,
drivers.
Christine. Yeah. Very, very fast guys.
You talked about the positional changes. The top 3 have not changed, but everyone else does. Everyone? No, look at P11. 0.
Good spot.
I'm just amazed by the amount of cars.
Yeah,
But it's a clean race, considering that many cars, different experience levels with the cars. Neil Todd missing a front bumper there. This is for P30, Todd and McIntyre. Todd stays in front, but you wonder with car damage, how much is the car affected?
Yeah, might be offering a chance there to McIntyre and David Williams just behind in the M&M's car. Is Kelly and Kelly doing battle?
Yeah, this is for the lead of silver.
And then the big pack right behind.
Kelly holds
Clean
on.
move.
Kelly was
by
already ahead.
He was,
I think
yes.
he was
Big
being balked slightly by his teammate there. Well, sorry, stablemate.
I thought Gavin Kelly had a run there, but he swung across the track wildly, but yeah, no change.
This is Linus Kresin, wants to get P14, gets P14. Such a quick young driver. And now we have another teammate on teammate situation right behind him.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. All go.
Linus bit in the grass, but should be fine, should be able to stay in P14. The gap, the gap is big enough. Car in the pits.
That's, not sure why he's ended up in the pit lane. So obviously with this much action, we can't really fit replays into this video, but you will be able to see all of those incidents broken down in the incident review video coming up quite soon on the channel, so do keep an eye out for that, where Judge Justice Winslade will be donning the black executioner's mask and determining your fate.
Yeah, the thing is, putting a replay in this race, you're gonna miss out on four things in a span of 30 seconds.
Precisely.
Just look at it. Just look at. Oh God! Speaking of missing things, that would have been and into the pits.
Yeah, James Ellis into the pits there from the Cool Camel team. James had obviously a double win in Prime last week, so shame to see he's not having quite so much success this time out.
But it's the first race of the season, so give it time. Give it time.
Claims this incident review video is the best thing about LOA for me. I'll have to see. Hopefully we can live up to Jules's high standards.
My personal opinion is, as long as I'm not the one in the incident review video, I'm fine with it. So, I'm not involved. Nothing to fear. Let's watch what others did.
I said that's the only way to avoid a penalty, is to not be in an incident on either side.
This is very true indeed. Taking a look up front then, Bruno Gallardo still in the lead of this race, half a second to teammate Hamon Gourdet. Alex Murphy. That's 6 tenths back in P3 still, so no change there. Greening just about hanging on a couple of seconds, well, another second back on Murphy in P4.
Yeah.
And Matt Hansel, Platinum Division, he's up there in P5.
So Bruno's got a massive gap now compared to what he had earlier. He practically can't see the other two cars.
Yeah. And we're on the white flag lap. This race has flown by.
Has indeed. Got another one coming up with the top 8 inverted.
That's right, yeah. More action here. Daniel Bond, hill battling with Soren Witt.
In the big package.
Yeah. So Soren originally I put him in gold because I didn't know where to put him. He said he was a 2K rated driver. And I caused him to practice intensely for this race. I think it's paying off. He's inside the top 20, which is no mean feat in this field. So great debut performance for Soren.
Yeah, definitely. P20 is the top half with 42 drivers, so more than decent. Really good, in fact.
Yeah, definitely. So round the Grand Prix loop for the final time for this race. Cars get quickly rebuilt and we all go again.
Yeah, sight almost in sight for Bruno of the finish line.
Yeah, the gap is too much, so they should come in this order over the finish line. Yeah,
Come on, he closed him in a little bit, hasn't he? But not quite enough as Bruno Gaiotto takes win number 1, the opening race of Sprint Season 3. Congratulations to him and to Clement and Alex.
Gavin, that was so almost fun. I'm sweating.
Well driven.
I was like,
teammate for nearly giving me the place there. Mr. Cook, I believe.
Yeah, he wasn't giving up that first station, the next race, bollocks.
drag race to the line here
We're
between
all my
Matt Pierce
teammates
and
in this
Winslade. And Winslade just hanging on to P21 there. That was very close between them two. Look at that gap. 28.353, 28.39 between Winslade and Matt Pierce. That's super close.
You can't even call that a gap.
No,
So
really
close.
not. So, Patrick, why don't you run us through these Heat 1 results, if you may?
Of course, Bruno Gaiotto won in front of Clement Godet and Alex Murphy on the podium as well. Stephen Greening and Matt Hansel, the top 5. Florian Lachner, Isaac Mitchell, John Cook, Mark Kelly, and Gavin Kelly, the top 10. So silver goes to P9 and P10. Congratulations. Mike Murphy, Clayton McBullough, David Ward, Linus Kresin, and myself, Patrick, in P50, so P3 in silver, John Duncan, Stefan Kresin, and Daniel Bond in P18. Soren Witt, and here is our bronze winner, James Pepper in P20. Congratulations. Good outing. Good outing.
Points. So quick
Yeah,
look
great.
at the silver split. So we just
Oh,
said
there we
that
go.
was Kelly and Patrick on the podium, followed by Bond, Witt, Todd, Davies, Shepherd, Innes, Sloots, and Gibbons. Gareth, do you want to run through bronze? As
Yeah,
the drivers
why not?
do a little bit more practice. They obviously haven't had enough on track time.
Yeah, so James Pepper picking up the victory from Gareth Winslade. Matt Pierce rounding out the podium. Thomas Hesse is in 4th place on debut. Congratulations to him. Chris Forrester, Thomas Brim, Peter McIntyre, Steve Pepper, David Williams, Harty Gone, David Bellis, and Martin Parker.
Good stuff.
Formula Lemon. That one's a mouthful.
Did it actually go with that? I didn't know if it was official. Brilliant.
Well, I did suggest Lemon Party for anyone who's old enough to remember that infamous photo on the internet back in the day.
So we can just take the reverse top 8 now from that result, can't we? So it will be Cook on pole for next race, with
That's
Mitchell
right.
on the front row with him. Then Florian, Matt, Stephen, Greening, Alex Murphy, Clement, and then Bruno. And then you carry on from Mark Kelly downwards.
Yeah, just business as usual. So really interesting to see just what Bruno and Clement can do going from that 4th row on the grid. And can they fight their way back up to 1 and 2?
Indeed.
We're about to see. Formula Lemon, yes.
It's easier to drive away than overtaking, that's for sure. So I wouldn't say will be easy at all. Would also not be shocked if they get stuck in, like, I don't know, P5, because the pace is so good up there, and you
Yeah, you're
need
right.
that extra pace with the field being so close. And as I talked about earlier, watch out if you try to overtake and you fail that overtake attempt. There are quite a few drivers right behind you that want to say, oh, you are slow now, I'm faster than you now, I go by now, thank you.
Yeah, about 30 of them.
I think this is definitely the right way to do it with the feature race rather than the full reverse field, because it just caused a lot of stress for the bronze drivers to have the golds breathing down their neck by the end of the race. And I think the golds found it difficult as well, trying to pass people that they were not used to racing so much. So yeah,
What did we say earlier? A little bit of chaos is good. It was too much chaos.
Too much chaos, 100%. I think that's the the short and succinct way of putting it.
Yeah, especially if you're one of the fast drivers, you only have 20 minutes of time. You cannot take your time and make move by move. No, you have to go through almost instantly.
Yeah. Gavin Kelly just experimenting there with the grip levels.
Checking out the damage model. That's warm-up wrapped up.
Get ready then for 20 more minutes of exciting Clio action. And I'm not sure if we're going to see the full 42 in this race. I think it might only be 41, possibly 40 cars. We'll see. So 40 cars, yeah. So we've lost a couple.
I think that might be how many I'm showing, but I know Stuart has called it a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I see Timon Slutz on the battle for first at the bottom right, so yeah, it looks like 41.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, I hope that wasn't Stuart calling it a day on sprint as well, and he will be back for Ram 2 at Thruxton. I must question him actually about it.
I see a jump start in the back. I see a jump start from Stefan Kresin, I think it was, or Linus Kresin. It was Linus, and he goes to the side. Great stuff. I jump started. I don't want to ruin anyone.
That is very magnanimous of him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I screwed up.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Oh, Marcin Rejewski also not starting the second race. I just noticed.
Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, I hope he's back for round 2. So meanwhile, John Cook, Florian Lackner, he's chasing him down. We've got Isaac Mitchell in P3 and there's Greening in P4. The two Paddock GG cars, Murphy and Hansel doing battle there as well, side by side on the run down. Oh, Gavin Kelly round and dragging his bum down the barrier, testing that damage model once again.
But this time definitely unwanted.
Yeah, yeah, very much so. We'll have to take a look at that in the instant review video, as I mentioned before.
Stefan Kresin says, I'm too old for jump starts. Hey, it can happen to anybody.
Yeah, famous last words.
Bruno's actually down a position off the start, so he's got more work to do.
Mark Kelly.
Yeah, great job by Mark Kelly to get through. And Bruno was flashing his lights a little bit there. I'm not sure if that was to say nice move, or you get, or what.
Or both.
Oh, yeah. Thomas Bruin dropping a lot of positions. So is Thomas Hesse. They are they just returned to the... Okay.
Something must have happened there.
Again,
hear all
40
the stones
cars.
coming off.
40 cars, what do we expect?
Yeah.
You expect at least 1 or 2 incidents early on.
Side-by-side action through turn 1 there. Patrick Gallick and Soren Witt. this Clayton McBuller, he's pushing Patrick through turn 2. Big package just behind Daniel Bond. Winslade's up there as well.
Oh, Clayton really wide. Oh, another car in the back, even
That's
wider.
Forrester.
I think it was
Yeah, Chris
Forrester, yes.
Forrester. Yeah. Teammate
Now
Chris
he's
White off sunning himself apparently in the Caribbean, I believe. So that's why he's not on the grid. Hopefully he'll be back. Yeah, I think he's going to be back for Prime.
3 wide. Okay, I thought for a moment we would get the 3 wide there. Thankfully not.
No.
That could have cost chaos. Two cars, manageable. 3 cars there, death sentence.
I saw a little contact there between McBuller and Bond. Bond's car rocks violently as they came through the first corner. And then Winsley's been checked up doing battle with Bond, and that's allowed Matt Pierce a stunning move. Take that position away from him. So Pierce up to 18th place. Very good move indeed.
Marston just was in the chat telling he thought it was a one and done race, so he didn't know there was a second race. Oh, this explains it. This explains it.
What a shame. Hopefully he knows how to do it next time.
But as I said earlier, watch out for him as the season goes on.
Definitely.
Really quick driver.
Take a look there. Then Mike Murphy and David Ward. They're door rubbing through turn 2 and 3.
This is for the final spot in the top 10. Good points.
Yeah.
And you want to collect those points early on. Points you collect early on are points you don't need
He
at
just
the
has
end.
to take us to the front.
So Corday then, he's up behind the 2 Paddock GG cars.
Mark Kelly now got passed by Bruno Gaillard, but still P9 is amazing. So he is definitely a contender for a silver this season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently well ahead of any silver rivals, and obviously winning silver in the first race.
But look where Clement and Bruno are. The same places they started. So easy? Definitely
No.
not.
Not at all.
Look at this
It's busy.
crazy time. Good gaggle. Oh, Winslade to the inside of Pierce there. We've got Bond and Gallic fighting.
Oh, we got something going on for third as well.
Stephen Greening on ice. Mitchell gets to the inside. Is he going to get the job done? Mitchell's hanging on. No, Greening's done it. Great move there. Oh no, here comes.
But watch out,
Mitchell.
he's... Okay, now...
He's
but
still there, wasn't he?
he was there for a tiny moment. Maybe
Oh,
he
I'm
said,
so
okay,
sorry.
I got... Oh, this is not looking good.
I'm so sorry, that was my bad, dude.
Okay, could have been much worse.
Yeah,
like
what
that was
happened
Shep. I think Shep happened to him by the sounds of the voice comms.
to... Yeah, I think you might be right.
Cook's under threat for the lead as well.
Florian Lachner's pace is incredible. He stepped away from the Clio for a bit, returned, and was better than ever. Whatever he has done in his time away from the car, it has done wonders.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know if it was a mental reset or driving another car or something.
Or a mixture of both.
Yeah, and look at the gravel dragged all over the circuit there.
But I'm impressed with the overall cleanliness of the race with that many cars. I expected much more, how should I put it, Armageddon.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
happen. So props to all drivers. As for incidents, they're doomed to happen with that many cars, but overall I would say good job from everyone. So far.
Yeah. Yes,
Don't
indeed.
want to be too optimistic for the rest, but so far everyone is doing a good job. Look at this, Lachner for the lead! To the inside, John Cook now has the. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Turned across his nose. What a shame. That will have to go to the steward, and that has let Stephen Greening straight through into the lead and given him an instant 6/10 gap over Isaac Mitchell.
Florian dropped to P13 as a result.
Oh,
Also-
no one likes to see that. Yeah, at least he's still going.
Get 1 or 2 positions back, maybe. But man, going for the lead there, you don't want to talk about P11 after the race. You think about, oh, what could have been.
Yeah, having that sweet, sweet win. I am having kittens slightly about our round 3 at Hockenheim, I must admit, thinking about it, because the calendar was chosen with input from some of the Clio SWF community. I won't name names, John, but but basically these were tracks that I was recommended as being like really good tracks for the Clio. I mean, this one I chose because it was so good in the SOF, much better in my opinion than the Indy layout.
Yes.
But I think that I do worry Hock might be a bit tight if we get these kind of numbers. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it will be very, very fun.
I mean, the iRacing officials put us on the club layout of Misano last season, so
Yeah, that was horrible, wasn't it?
the less we talk about that, the better.
Yeah, tire burning hell that was, wasn't it?
Yep. On a
Advancing.
32-second layout, we have
Yeah.
Stefan Kresin and John Duncan. They know each other pretty well by now, fighting against
Side by
each
side?
other almost every single week. Two
Stefan's saying
fantastic
he's from
drivers.
Hockenheim, so maybe he'll be very rapid when we get to round 3.
He indeed
Home
is from
advantage.
Hockenheim.
Yeah. It's absolutely the best. I think that's my favourite track in Germany, Hockenheim. It's so good for racing. The new layout. I love it.
Yeah, I prefer it over the Nürburgring. Or the Sachsenring.
I quite like Sachsenring, but yeah, not compared to Hockenheim.
Hockenheim is great.
Do you prefer the new layout to the old one? I still call it the new layout, but I mean, how long's it been? 20 years?
25 almost. The last race was in 2001 on the
Wow.
old layout.
That's nuts. But which is your preferred of the two? The old layout or through the woods, or the current layout?
Good question. Going
Ooh.
wide, Steve Pepper there.
Yep.
I think for Formula 1 cars, the old layout. Still, I understand that it's no longer... Oh, why is a car standing there in turn 1? This is not good.
Must have had an incident, yeah. And we saw Peter McIntyre's big package going slowly, so I wonder if the contact was with him. I just think the current layout of Hockenheim just makes for great racing all the time. Every car we've gone to on iRacing there, it's just been fantastic.
It's a good track, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that all the purists screamed about it back in the day, but it's a fine track.
It is, yeah.
And I much prefer that layout over the first few corners of the Nürburgring Grand Prix layout. Hate that first section. Absolutely hate it. But let's talk about Brands Hatch now and the Clios
Absolutely.
here.
We've just given everyone a massive bingo card as we've gone miles off topic. Anyway, yes. So we've got Clayton McBuller, who we're riding on board with. He's got Soren Witt there just ahead of him, and Florian Lackner after that incident earlier on with John Cook. And behind him, Patrick Gallick and Gareth Winsley, 16th and 17th place.
Sig Mitchell here. With so many cars, you always have to look, okay, which position are we even talking about at the moment?
There was contact there between Murphy and Greening. Greening just
And
holds
even more contact.
Yeah, Murphy super sideways after contact with Mitchell. That sends his teammate Matt Hansel through into third. John Cook gets through as well into P4. Can Murphy hang on around the outside? Someone's going into the pits, but we'll focus on the front action.
It's McIntyre in the pits,
Spot.
but it's heating up there.
Yeah, Cook and Murphy still side by side heading down onto the Grand Prix loop. Clement Corday and Bruno Giotto sniffing blood in the water now. They think there might be a chance for a couple of positions.
Yeah, but look, they're still in 6 and 7, so it is really hard to overtake with that amount of talent
Yeah, you're
all
absolutely
around
right.
them.
Look at Mark Kelly just hanging on behind Bruno as well.
More than hanging on, he looks like he wants to pass Bruno.
Yeah. Wardy there as well, Mike Murphy as well.
Let's have a look at the best times for everyone. Currently
The top
Murphy.
10 are within 3 minutes. This is not a lot.
Wardy's pushing Kelly along.
If it works, why not? A good old bump draft.
Yeah. Can they get the
Wit in the
slingshot?
pits. And a good position, maybe the incident counter. We talked about it earlier. Oliver Ettridge also in the pits. I wonder if they got too many incident points.
Yeah, not been a vintage round for Ollie. With his standards, he's a brilliant driver. So yeah, shame to see it's not quite worked out for him this time. Pete is DRS.
6 more minutes.
Yeah.
Clement to the outside. Has he a chance? No, with the car in front, I would say no, but you never know. He tries. John Cook to the inside of him. Oh, this is great. You love. Oh, now Bruno wants to get past as well.
Look at the teammates working together. Oh no, Bruno slotted in behind John.
But Clement is through.
Yeah.
Can he catch who is in front of him? Alex Murphy. It is a 1.1 second gap. 5 minutes and change. Not impossible, but difficult.
Difficult. I mean, Alex is a rocket ship driver, as we know. Was he a 2-time champion in the LOA now, Jules?
He is, yes.
Yep. He's going to post in chat 3-time, I think you're fine.
I'm looking at the positional changes. Mark Innes plus 20. From 40 to 20. Incredible.
Yeah, Mark had that big crash in
Bruno's
race 1,
through.
didn't he? So,
Bruno's through on Cook.
Sorry, Mike, didn't mean to cut you.
And that's let Kelly through. No, Kelly's gone back behind. But yet Bruno is
Heard a
past.
story from David Ward, but not much else.
well, Wardy's there, and I wonder if whether whatever Wardy's apologising for is what enabled Bruno to make the job done. Or is he just talking about the battle with Mike there, who is alongside Mark Kelly? Look, 1 time deserved. Oh, Mike, super wide there. We'll be seeing his teammate Ben Chowcroft returning to the LOA after quite a long break soon as well. Be great to see him back.
Having a look down the grid. This battle's actually all up and down the grid.
Yeah, David Williams there fighting with Neil Rocks.
This is Thomas Bruin, P29. Ollie Ettridge next to him and gets it done. Nicely done. Good job.
Yeah.
But he's a quick driver.
Yeah. Look at this gap here for P1 then. It's only a 1/10 of a second between Greening and Isaac Mitchell.
Isaac Mitchell started in P2. How many people have stayed where they started? 3, and 2 of them are silver drivers. I'm impressed by Mark Kelly in P9. I have to say, really impressed.
Yeah, it's been a standout round for him, hasn't it?
Ettridge in the pits. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
We have a new cameraman.
Oh yeah, go on board. Let's go on board with Pete. We might as well get an interesting viewpoint coming down from Druids.
Failed to deliver. Well, someone went wide there.
Well, nice view for Pete there.
Yeah. This is Pete designed to park up and just watch the racing.
Here is that top riser, Innes.
Yeah. Mark's driven brilliantly this race to recover after that big crash he had on the Grand Prix loop in race 1.
I talked about 3 wide earlier. Okay. Calmer heads prevail.
Yeah. Warren's back out on track, look, in 22nd place. We saw him dive into the pits there, didn't we? So
this was a drive-through penalty. This confirms it.
yes.
Looks
yes,
like
absolutely.
his rise up 20 places, 19 now, has come at a price. His front doesn't look particularly new, does it?
No, it looks a bit. It looks a
Jumping
little
19
unhappy.
positions in 18 minutes means they're battling.
You're gonna have some war wounds. Oh,
Mark
Murphy
Kelly!
through.
Oh, watch out, Mark. Okay. Stabilizes the car. Good thing for him, there's a 2-second gap behind, so top 10 should be safe as we are on the final lap of the race.
And it's so close between those 3 drivers. Look,
Yeah, Murphy
Greening.
almost got through on Mitchell
Do you
there.
think that was on me? No, it was
Hansel.
just racing, dude.
Just racing.
half a second
This
between
was
them. Look,
Murphy and Kelly talking about an incident.
Yep.
Yeah, 3/10. It's like, okay, you're too far away to attack, but one little slip up and the race is gone. So
Yeah.
you have to be concentrated until the finish line.
Hansel had a little look on Mike Murphy there into T5. but backed
These
out of it.
guys, lucky that it's not Greening in third, because famously we know he can make up 6/10 in a corner.
Yeah. Oh! How close is close?
Couldn't be any closer.
Yes. Just yes.
Right, is it going to be a
Final
last-minute
straight.
lunge, or has Greening got
Yeah.
it?
He should
Not
have
much
it.
of a
Yeah,
braking
he
zone, is
has
it, for the last corner?
Don't
No,
go
it's a
too
very, very
far. No,
close
he
call.
has it. Great job. From
Oh,
5 to 1.
congratulations. Great job, Stephen Greening, picking up the win in
Everyone was
the
looking
feature
at
race.
great.
Isaac Mitchell and Matt Hansel rounding out the podium. Stellar racing. Mark Kelly, probably the driver of the day for me, with his double silver victories in P10.
Definitely up there. Definitely up there. Yeah, I would agree.
Winslow picking up the win for bronze. Look, Matt Pearson second, James Pepper in third. So those 3 shared the podium in race 1 as well. So we could be in for a great season-long battle with those guys. Hopefully we see Chris Forrester back up there and some of the other bronze drivers joining him as we go to round 2. Well, that was fabulous, right?
Time flew by real quick.
Yeah.
Here.
McIntyre
Done.
getting his bum over the line. Should we take a look at the final race positions then for round race 2, and then we'll take a look at the championships.
Bruno, sorry about start of brakes. One there in the first corner.
Okay, still
Yeah,
been
no harm
talking
done, Mark.
about incidents, but this is to be expected. But let's take a look at the results. Stephen Greening wins, gaining 4 position, I think it was, from the start. Isaac Mitchell started in P2 in race 2, ended up in P2. Matt Hansel and Alex Murphy, 3 and 4. Then Clement Godet and Bruno Gaiotto, 5 and 6. John Cook, David Ward, Mike Murphy, and the silver winner, Mark Kelly in P10. Congratulations. John Duncan, Stefan Kresin, Clayton McBullough, Florian Lachner, Patrick Gallick started in 15, ended in 15, as if nothing has happened. Gareth Winsley takes the bronze victory. Jack Davis, Matt Pierce in P18, only 20 seconds behind the race leader. Then
That's
James
nuts, right?
Pepper, P19 on the bronze podium. Daniel Bond, Neil Rocks, followed by another Neil Todd, David Williams, Martin Parker, Søren Witt, Thomas Hesse, and we have no more results to see. Okay.
They don't get any points. We don't go down that far.
So the silver feature then, Mark Kelly picking up the win from Patrick Gallick and Jack Davies. Then we have Daniel Bond, Neil Todd, Søren Witt, Timon Sloots, Gavin Kelly, Henry Shepherd, Mark Innes and Stuart Gibbons. And in bronze, it's Gareth Winsley picking up the win from Matt Pierce and James Pepper. David Williams in 4th place, great result for him. Martin Parker, Thomas Hess, Thomas Bruin, Steve Pepper, David Bellis, Chris Forrester, Harty Son and Peter McIntyre. If there are any more Grumpy Dads, I'm sure David would love to hear from you in Grumpy Dad Racing.
Right, so it's just time to look at where the standings are after those 2 races.
Yes, indeed.
Here we go.
Stephen Greening on top of Bruno Goyotto and Clement Gourdet. Alex Murphy in 4th place and Matt Hansel, Isaac Mitchell, John Cook, Mark Kelly, Florian Lackner, Mike Murphy, David Ward, Clayton McBullough, John Duncan, Stefan Christine, Gavin Kelly, Patrick Gallick, Linus Christine, and Gareth Winslade in P18.
Some more points.
More points.
More points. We got a few more scorers.
There we go. Daniel Bond, Jack Davies, Matt Pierce, James Pepper, Søren Witt, and Neil Rocks, 24th with 0. And the silver standings then, it's Mark Kelly, as you would expect after his double victory, ahead of Patrick Gallick and Daniel Bond. Gavin Kelly in 4th, Jack Davies, Søren Witt in 6th, Neil Todd, Timon Sloots, Henry Shepherd, Mark Innes and Stuart Gibbons in 11th. And finally in bronze then, it's Gareth Winslade leading the way from James Pepper, Matt Pierce, Thomas Hesse, David Williams, Thomas Bruin, Martin Parker, Chris Forrester, Steve Pepper, Peter McIntyre, David Bellis and Harty Son in 12th.
Before we do the teams, just had a question. What's the next race? As apparently Discord and the calendar are disagreeing. Is it Thruxton?
The next is Thruxton.
Okay, there we go. It's Thruxton. Thanks, Alex, as well. And now I'll just pass you over to the teams.
Oh, we were talking about Hockenheim, but yeah, no, it's Thruxton next and then Hockenheim. So that's what the calendar says, so I will check it. Yeah, teams. Missed Apex are on top. NHS powered by Paddock GG in 2nd place, Risky Racing in 3rd. Then we had Nebulama, Blarp, Crescent.SAS Motorsport, Lamageddon in 7th, Missed Opportunity, CDM Esports, Formulama, Crescent Motorsport, Stupid Aguri, Full Throttle Racing, Missed Shift, Big Package, Cool Camel Racing Grey, Cool Camel Racing Blue, Seed to Summit Motorsport in 18th place.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
No, you're welcome.
Karen, get on with the outro, for God's sake.
Well, yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I want to say a massive thank you once again to Patrick for joining us. Patrick, It's been a real privilege and a joy to be doing commentary with you. Hopefully you'll come back and do it once again.
Thanks for having me.
And will you come back?
If you ask me nicely, maybe.
Everyone give a big shout to Patrick in the comments and let's see if he'll come back and do some comms with us once again. So that's it for this week. Obviously this Sunday we will be at Road America for round 1 of Endurance. Can't wait to see you all on track there, and then Prime the following week where we do it all again. Cheers guys, we'll see you then. Goodbye.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.